Welcome back, guys, to another West Ham video, and today we have got a negative video. It's the only way I can sort of describe this video. However, guys, we are so close to hitting almost 500 subscribers, around about 14 off. So if you support West Ham and want to see more West Ham videos where I give my opinion on them, the season is fast approaching. So make sure you subscribe for more West Ham content. However, today news broke that West Ham have accepted an offer of £12 million for Grady Diangana from West Brom. It was John Percy from the Telegraph who first broke the news story. West Brom Albion transfer news. 12 million bid for Diangana accepted. Right, going into the article, just pretty much says that Diangana looks like he's going to be going to West Brom Albion for £12 million. Now, I don't really know how to process this. If you're on West Ham Twitter right now and you go through literally every single Twitter, GSB out is trending. Make sure you get involved. Make sure you retweet as much stuff as possible. This has to change, right? One of the positives coming into this season was we had a player out on loan in the Championship who needed experience, needed to sort of get first team football in Grady Diangana, and he set the Championship alight. As we know, West Brom Albion won promotion. He was one of the integral players in that promotion winning side. He's come into pre-season, his first game against Ipswich Town, when we played 2 games in 1 day. He got 3 assists for Sebastian Haller. Sebastian Haller come out and said that he's going to, sort of look forward to linking up with Grady Diangana because he's got that creativity. He showed in that game with 3 assists for Sebastian Haller, and everything looked positive. We knew there was interest from West Brom Albion. However, West Ham, all fans were like, right, if they're going to offer 25 to 30 million, we then may accept it. However, £12 million West Ham have gone and accepted, and this was then sort of confirmed by Sam Inkersole. XWHU employee has not confirmed it. He hasn't replied to any tweets, but he goes, as per Percy Telegraph, West Ham accepted a bid from West Brom for Grady Diangana, told it could be worth up to £18 million in instalments. However, I'm firmly on the fence that when people say in instalments, that means something has to happen in order for you to get your cash. That means Grady Diangana may have to score a certain amount of goals. He may have to get a certain amount of assists in order to receive that money. So for me, we're just accepting 12 million. It's 12 million cash, 12 million up front, right? Then if he does well, which he might not even do well, we don't know. It's all player-based performances. We then may get an extra £6 million. However, someone put up a very good point on Twitter, and that was that if Grady Diangana wasn't actually owned by West Ham, right? Similar to Ben Rama, we don't own those players. However, our transfer philosophy or our transfer scouting, whatever you want to call it, is to look at younger players in the Championship. Grady Diangana would have been one of those players that we probably would have looked at. We probably would have saw how well we done at West Brom and would have been like, you know what, we want a bit of that. We've got this player. He's come back after a fantastic loan and we've decided to sell him for whatever reason. Now, GSB out, West Ham Central. People think that West Ham have accepted this bid because they're going to go after Ben Rama. There's, everyone know Clarence who, and I don't want to give them any kind of, recognition, but he pretty much said that this money would maybe be put towards signing Ben Rama. Aston Villa looks set to sign him. Aston Villa looks set to sign Ben Rama, unless this was sort of done ages ago where we sort of agreed a fee with Brentford to say we'll sign Ben Rama. But you have to wait until we sell someone like Diangana. What are we doing? What are we doing as a football club? And what people have said along Twitter, which is very true, is the way West Ham work with only having one scout, and that William, whatever his Salthouse or something, is the agent of Ben Rama. They're very good friends with Gold and Sullivan, and they've sort of spoke to him. They're probably, they're going to sell Diangana so they can help a mate out. They help William, whatever his name is, Salthouse. He'll get a nice little payday. What are we doing as a football club where we are sort of, our scouting network is talking through agents? We have one scout as a Premier League football club. One scout. What are we doing? It is not good enough. Surely the money we'd have to pay for Ben Rama, that Brentford want 25 million. We're selling one of our own, which surely, as a club, provides more pride that we've actually brought someone through the academy. Yes, he's gone out on loan for a season, right? But we've brought someone through the academy. We've saved 20 to 25 million pounds, because if we was going to buy someone of Diangana's caliber, considering his age, right? Considering his age, we would probably have to spend 25 million for him. So why is it always West Ham that we are lowballing and going, you know what, West Brom, you can have him for 12 million, and in 6 million instalments that might never actually happen? It's an absolute disgrace. And then there was another one here, but Iron's home. And if this is true, then if I was Dave Moyes, have some dignity, because you're going to be the one that's going to be, you've been thrown under the bus, right? When we lose the first 7 games of the season, because at the end of the day, Newcastle at home, right, is a must-win straight away. First game of the season, Newcastle is a must-win at home. Been told that Moyes was against selling Diangana and wants to keep the winger, but the board have sanctioned his sale anyway. Absolute shambles. If you're a manager and you've got no control over a football club, right, in regards to who you want to keep, who you want to sell, David Moyes wants to sell Anderson. He wants to sell Lanzini. Why are we not pushing these out the door? Why are we not going, right, let's try and get these out the door? Why are we selling some of our young greatest prospects that if Diangana lights up the Premier League next season, right, and he gets 10 goals or he gets 5 goals and 10 assists, right, bigger clubs are going to be looking at him, right? Like Declan Rice, bigger clubs are going to be looking at him, right? Sell him for 20, 30, 40 million, whatever the price is, right? If a big club comes into West Ham and offers the money that we want, where the position we are in, is very hard to say no. I think we have to realise this when it comes to Declan Rice. But we are selling Diangana for 12 million to West Brom Albion. And what does that say to us as a football club? What does that say to players like Declan Rice, that we've already gone and said to him, you know what, we want to build a team around you. We want you to be the best player. You know, build a team around him. We want you to be the focal point of this team. When he goes and tweets out on Instagram, he puts a post out on Instagram, looking forward to playing with you again, right? There's sort of like a bromance. They're talking to each other, right? And then we go and sell him 2 weeks later. David Gold puts out a nice little Twitter feed of the academy, sort of insinuating that, you know, maybe we don't have to spend out on transfers, which is absolutely ridiculous anyway, because we almost got relegated last season. So we should be spending money, right? We should be finding some kind of money, whether if you have to sell Lanzini and Anderson at a cheap price so you can bring in a couple of players, right? We shouldn't be selling our top youngsters anyway, right? Especially not to teams such as West Brom. That's no disrespect to them. They're a side that have just come up from promotion. We've been in the Premier League, I can't remember how many seasons in a row, right? But it's an absolute shambles. What does it say to Declan Rice when he sees young promising players leave the door for cheap, for £12 million? He's going to want to go get out this door quicker. You know, he will move to Chelsea. I'm sure of it. I am sure of it that Declan Rice, this is not the end of it, Declan Rice will move to Chelsea. And it's an absolute shambles. And, you know, the fans of West Ham and the club couldn't be any further apart, right? I've seen people saying they've renewed their season tickets today, literally before this news broke, and they're like, I want to, cancel it, but they can't. You know, I was saying to my dad, you know, I don't want to, not West Ham fans, we know we don't like Tottenham, but if you watch that documentary, I could totally, Daniel Levi gets a lot of stick from Tottenham fans, right? He gets a lot of stick from Tottenham fans because he's a tough negotiator. He doesn't spend so much, like 50 million on a player, and they're trying to push for, the Champions League. However, look at the ground that they've got. Look at the training facilities they've got. They've got the best ground in England, for one, right? Nice NFL pitches underneath. They've got the best ground, probably on par with Man City, if not better training facilities. If David Gold and Sullivan done that for us, we could maybe understand, right, that we haven't spent as much money because we have forked out on a beautiful stadium. However, we're in a rented property. It's not even our home. We're in a rented property that we pay £2.5 million for on a 99-year lease. However, we're supposed to be the 18th richest club in the world, which is all based off assets, but we're selling our young stars to teams that are inferior than us in West Brom, no disrespect again, right, for £12 million, right? I thought, Diangana was going to be the one that replaced Anderson, right? Anderson was going to be out the door. We missed out on our top targets anyway in Eze. Eze was supposed to be a top target for David Moyes. He's gone to Crystal Palace because we didn't have the money. If you're going by what XWHU employees said, he wanted to come to West Ham. West Ham was his number one choice. He's gone to Crystal Palace, and judging by pre-season friendlies already, he started very well. Yes, it's pre-season. It's very hard to tell But what are we doing as a football club that we only have one scout? Rush Green's an absolute shithole. I've drove past it a couple of times, right? It looks like porter cabins that I had at flipping secondary school. It's an absolute disgrace, right? These guys need to be out sooner rather than later. It's an absolute disgrace. And I'm sorry that I want, I don't really like doing these videos on the channel because, I do like to, sort of communicate with you guys. So make sure you get your opinions in the comment section down below, yeah? And let's try and hit 500 subscribers. That's the only positive thing that's going to come out of this in this video, I suppose. It's an absolute disgrace. Let me know, guys, if you're renewing. I haven't been a season ticket holder for the last 2 seasons anyway. Me and my dad literally stopped because we had enough. So let me know, guys, in the comment section down below your opinions on this transfer. It's an absolute shambles. We would have to spend 25 million, 30 million if we was going to get Diangana from a championship club. The quality that he brought to West Brom and the potential quality, right? Because the thing is with transfer fees, a lot of it is what can they bring you now and what they could probably bring you in 3 or 4 years' time, right? Potential. Diangana has a huge resale value at 12 million. West Brom, if West Brom stay in the Premier League and he's a shining light, they could probably sell him on for double the amount of money they're going to pay for him, right? If it goes up to 18 million, they could probably sell him 36 million. The market, all it takes is 1 or 2 good seasons and your market's gone up, your transfer value's gone up 50%. It's an absolute disgrace. I'm fuming. And as you can imagine, everyone on Twitter right now is fuming. And just going back to this, Moyes, I know obviously you'd never see this, but in my opinion, Moyes, if you've got any dignity, right? If this is true that you wanted to keep Diangana, right? However, you had to sell him, or the board pretty much undermined you, right? Which I'm pretty sure happened with a previous manager. I can't remember who. You're going to be thrown under the bus as soon as we're 7. If we don't start well in the first 7 games, you're going to be thrown under the bus, right? The owners will blame it on COVID. Get out while you can. Save your career whilst you can, because this is an absolute joke. It's an absolute joke, and I'm absolutely fuming. Guys, if we can hit close to 500 subscribers, we're very close. Make sure you leave a comment section down below. Give me your opinion. That would be greatly appreciated. I'm sorry that it had to be, it's a negative video, but it had to be done. I'm absolutely fuming. And I'll catch you next one. See you later.